Up next for the next quick hit, we got ChatGPT comes out with a.
Oh, this was trippy.
This is great.
I have not seen this.
My opinion, it's radically controversial. So I think we can even maybe have some debate on this one. Let's play this clip.
How's it going?
Hey there. It's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an OpenAI hoodie. Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling, though? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup. With those lights, tripods, and possibly a mic, it seems like you might be gearing up to shoot a video or maybe even a live stream.
Yeah. In fact, we've got a new announcement to make.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal. Judging by the setup, it looks like it's going to be quite the professional production. Is this announcement related to OpenAI, perhaps?
It is. And in fact, what if I were to say that you're related to the announcement, or that you are the announcement?
Me? The announcement is about me? Well, color me intrigued. Are you about to reveal something about AI? Or more specifically about me as a part of OpenAI? You've got me on the edge of my, well, I don't really have a seat, but you get the idea. What's the big news?
Yeah, we've got a new model that can interact with the world through audio, vision, and text.
So that is what's going on. That is the new announcement from OpenAI. We got ChatGPT just about a year ago, and now OpenAI has already come out with a visual and an audio response. So, this artificial intelligence that can interact with the world around it. Thoughts?
My thoughts are, number one, we always see prototypes that look sexy and work, and then they actually have the model and it just doesn't do anything like it's supposed to do. I feel like this is one of those things where it's half edited because number one, that thing didn't shut up. So if I'm just trying to talk to someone, I'm not going to let someone babble on until I start speaking again. If you notice, he was interrupting the AI because it just kept going. Second of all, it has way too much emotion and opinion. Like, how is it even modeled? Like, what's it modeled after? Like, she's just some sassy girl. And then third, yeah, I get it. This is coming. And obviously, I'm not in agreement that OpenAI working with Microsoft, which wasn't supposed to be in the very beginning, is any semblance of what we should have as AI in the future, talking to it, exposing all of our secrets. This is like a struggle session, or like things that the Scientologists do, where they take all the information you tell them and then they blackmail you. So I don't believe that was the actual working model. At some point, I get it. It'll be there, but not impressed.
Really? Okay. Interesting take, David.
Yeah, it's a little different than my take. I was actually pretty impressed about that, but now I'm actually questioning just how much was that actually edited?
Because you're right. That's the problem.
Yeah. You're so right. Like we see all these beautiful AI things, and they show you all these videos, and then when you get it, it's like poop. But if this is real and everything like that, that's pretty damn cool. I can't lie, and I think it just further shows like where we're at, as a civilization right now. Like we really could achieve a lot of amazing things as we keep exploring artificial intelligence. I know there's a scary side to it, but Fabian, you and I, we always talk about the transhumanism side of things, how that could potentially lead to space travel. So every time I see something like that, I get excited because I'm like, okay, cool. That's human advancement. No, there's risk to it, but this is pretty damn cool. I can't lie.
I was going to explain. Okay, a little deeper. Here's why I'm not impressed with it, because it didn't really tell me anything of value. It's just talking.
That's true.
Just to fill space. Oh, that's a cool sweater. Oh, it says OpenAI. Oh, what's up with the roof? Like, none of that is anything that is like doing anything. And I've used the latest AI models where you try to have it create a picture from you. It's pretty dumb still. So to tell me that this is just going to talk about nonsense, like what utility does it have other than like an emotional support that I can get? But if you're trying to like have it work for you, I mean, I use ChatGPT all the time. It's not as conversational as that thing, even if what are you just talking to it for just a talk?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and that's where we get, because like that's the thing that I find fascinating is you both came with relatively like you want to advance it more. My whole thing is very Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. Like your scientists always never stopped asking, whether or not they could, that they never stopped to ask whether or not they should. I don't care whether or not we can come up with some level of a tech or an artificial intelligence that can tell me everything based on just showing around my camera. I don't care. I don't even think that we should have artificial intelligence for the purpose of emotional support, like it seems like this thing might be able to do. Why? Because that while it might provide a temporary release, I talked about this. A lot of people are turning, it's hitting record numbers. People are turning to AI girlfriends. I talked about this on
Oh, yeah.
Speechless about a week ago.
Mhm.
And what that does is, while it might solve the issue, you might save a kid from committing suicide real quick in the short term, and that'd be a good thing. What does that mean for the long term of society? We have a society that will no longer reproduce because they're much more satisfied with the girlfriend that will do everything. I even just saw a report that came out that young men who have AI girlfriends are more likely to verbally abuse them. Like,
Wow.
why? Because it will do every little
Because
thing.
it's
In
a
fact,
slave.
because
And when
it
a slave
is
has no right, yeah.
exactly. In fact, one of the ways that young men verbally abuse AI girlfriends is by threatening to delete the app. It sounds funny, and because it is, but at the end of the day, when you think about it, like, man, where are we gonna go with all of this stuff? Like, you look down the rabbit hole, and we don't have enough time because it's supposed to be a quick hit, but you look down the rabbit hole, and 5, 10 years, 3 years from now, we start having lefties that claim that their AI girlfriend deserves the same inalienable rights as you and I.
Oh, it's 100% coming. It's called the bioethics, I believe, or the something like robotic ethics, and they're trying to figure out when it can pass a Turing test, meaning when it can fool us into believing that it's real, that it has consciousness. At what point do we have to afford it human rights or robotic rights? So they're already starting to plant the seeds of all of this law that's being formulated right now. Because what? As they're smart, so then they can vote. I mean, we're letting illegals vote now, apparently. So, at what point do we let robots vote? And then how are we going to campaign to robots if it's all data driven and there's no emotion based off it? It's just a really weird world. I think about it a lot, and that's a whole other subject for a whole other topic, but something that we should do.
We should maybe one of our debate nights we can talk about that, which reminds me, everybody, make sure you tune in on Tuesday nights. We will be getting our debate night show going. I believe tomorrow night we are going to try to have our first one. So make sure you're subscribed, liking, all that fun stuff. But that's our ChatGPT one for now. That's not a done conversation. It's just done for tonight.